Hey everybody, this is Aaron from Good Guys Automotive Performance reporting to you live from the bunker in beautiful Tinley Park, Illinois. This is our 1970 Chevelle SS project that's been going on for quite a while. We originally went ahead and we built a 383 LS motor for this bad boy. Supercharged, Magnuson Supercharger. Running a couple pounds of boost. We got it's a completely custom. It was an LS1. Now it's a 383 LS, hogged out heads, 11-to-1 pistons. We got a 4-inch crank for the 383 cubic inches. Forged everything. Thing is heavy duty and makes a lot of compression, a lot of boost, a lot of power. Running on 93 octane gas. And we're going to go ahead and paint the vehicle for the customer. It was candy apple red. There were some imperfections in the paint. We're going to go ahead and put another coat of candy apple red over it and just get this thing looking as good as it sounds and looking as good as it runs. So I went ahead and I wet sanded the whole car. The body is in good condition, so there's really a nice base here. Whoever did the paint job last time did a nice job. There's a sealer, there's a primer, and then there was the silver base coat. There was the candy apple red, and then there was a nice clear coat. So what we pretty much did was just went ahead and we sanded everything down with 1200, and we're just going to go, and then we did a couple repairs where necessary, and we're just going to go ahead and go right over that existing foundation. So everything should hold up real nice. But I just wanted to show you a little paint trick. What we're doing today is you can go ahead and take your paint gun. When I prep a car for paint, I want everything perfect so the paint lays down real nice and sticks real nice. And what I just did yesterday, originally I was going to tape over the chrome, but I wasn't going to be able to get a nice line around the chrome trim just because the way that it was sitting. So I went ahead and I bought this tool. This is a GM trim removal tool, and you just get under the chrome here and you pop these guys off. You go ahead and snap this, and the trim will pop off without destroying the trim, so you can reuse it, and everything's beautiful. It's not all bent up or anything like that. It's going to look factory new. But go ahead and get that trim out of the way, and then what you can do, because it's easier to tape the window off in here without that trim in the way instead of trying to tape the trim, and then it's hard to end up with a perfect line on the body. So that's why I took the trim off. That way I can just tape up the glass now, and then I can go ahead and shoot, and the paint's going to go ahead and it's going to get into the recessed areas, and then once everything sets up, I can go ahead and install the trim at the end, put it back on, and it'll be a real professional paint job. So I just wanted to give you a little, what I do here is, this is pretty neat. Get my paint gun. I just have an old paint gun that I have laying around, and I just fill this sucker up with rubbing alcohol, about 70-80% rubbing alcohol. You don't want anything. What this is going to do, it's going to clean the surface real well, but it's not going to soften the existing, paint or clear coat or any of that foundation that's there. But it's gonna degrease and clean the surface real nice. And so the little trick is you go ahead and you fill up the paint gun with, like I said, about 70-80% rubbing alcohol. I buy it by the gallon. It comes 100% or 99%. But you do want to water it down a little bit. 100% is pretty strong. But you go ahead and get it about 70-75%, and then you fill up your paint gun with it. And what you can do is you can get in here. And it almost works like a pressure washer a little bit. And you can get that rubbing alcohol in the hard-to-reach areas. And what it'll do is it's going to degrease it. And then you can come in with your microfiber and you can shove it down in there. And you can get these, get this area real clean around where the molding is going to go. And I really like to get everything surgically clean before I paint, because I want the paint to stick and I want it to be a professional job. Looks like that's going to look like it came from the factory that way. So this'll let you get in there and clean out your recessed areas around your glass real well, and just get all the grease and any leftover, any garbage. You can blow it out of there with the paint gun. Then you can clean everything up so it's just meticulous, so it's surgically clean. And that way when we go ahead to spray our paint, everything's going to lay down. It's going to stick. There's not going to be any garbage in there. It's going to be a real professional job. It's going to look like it came from the factory. That way everything is going to be real clean. So that's just a little paint tip that I came up with. This is Aaron from Good Guys Automotive Performance SRC Racing. We're going to go ahead and continue to work on this stainless trim and cleaning up these areas, and then taping off the windows. And we got to tape off the other door. We got to tape off. There's a lot of more taping to do. We got one door done already. So this way, I'm just going to tape the whole car off at once. I still have to tape off the inside of this door. But we are going to do the jams. Okay. And we just want to blend everything and bring it back to a fresh paint job, but with a professional factory look to it. So we're going to go ahead and get in the jams. We're going to get everything taped off, the hood, the trunk, the other door, the windows, any other trim, the wheels underneath. It's all going to be either taped or masked off or plasticed off. See, this is how bad the front window looked before I cleaned it. See, I was able to get all of this garbage out using the paint gun with that rubbing alcohol in it, and I could blow all this out and clean it surgically. This is just all the garbage that was underneath the stainless trim. See, I just removed the trim on the back window, and I haven't had a chance to clean it out yet, but that's what we're going to go ahead and do right now. So stay tuned for more paint tips and tricks from Aaron at Good Guys Automotive Performance. We keep your car running good, and we keep it looking as good as it runs. www.goodguysautomotiveperformance.com. Give us a call when you're ready to go fast, and we'll see you at the racetrack.